Tonight in St. Charles County, one business owner taking issue with some of the crowds filling Main Street bars and businesses at night.
And this follows a push to rezone the historic stretch, forcing new bars to have an 11 p.m. closing time. David Emilati is in historic Main Street tonight. David, there seems to be a big divide here on how big of a problem this is.
Yeah, Corey, it's really turning into a south end versus north end kind of situation. You can see it's pretty calm right now here on Main Street. And there's some confusion why there's this controversy when there's really only one bar on Main Street. It's Tuners. It's been here for decades, brands itself as an adult daycare center. I finally found a business owner who would go on camera who says that the nightlife and the crime are connected here in this area. For Steve Powell, he says it's all about tourism and protecting the brand.
Historic Main Street in St. Charles is a beacon of tourism for the region going back to the 1950s. Some say it's under attack.
We do not want to be like Washington Avenue or like Leeds Landing or any of those projects that have gone, all those places that have gone by the wayside because of those kind of activities.
Steve Powell says the problem is crime, large crowds, and noise coming from bars. He says he wants to see high-value visitors on Main Street.
One that has disposable income, appreciates the product that we have here, and is here to enjoy as an experience.
Mayor Dan Borgmeyer says he's tired of fear-mongering over crime on Main Street.
There's a lot of fabrication going on, and I'm starting to take serious umbrage at that. I'm trying to bring commerce to St. Charles.
He says he wants the pandemic to mark a reset. An area that holds 3,000 people, some nights had 8,000 people pouring into the streets.
A lot of people from St. Louis that had never been to St. Charles but came here because we weren't closed. Well, now that they're open, they're still coming here. So there's a new mix of people in St. Charles that a lot of people aren't used to seeing. That's fine. Everybody's welcome here. As long as they aren't bad actors, they're welcome.
Police Chief Ray Jinks says his officers are on standby. He says the volume of crime is drastically improved in the last 5 years.
We're seeing more violent crime when crime happens, but that's the dynamic of society, not so much the dynamic of Main Street.
As for Powell, he says he wants a commitment to maintaining a quality of life and balance with tourism.
We're saying that those bars need to control the clientele that they have, and they need to have marketing that encourages folks who are out to have a nice time on Main Street.
Now, the St. Charles City Police Department does have a crime map on its website, and you're able to find all the crimes based on the type of incident that was filed. That's all for you online. You can find that right now at my web story on the KMOV News app and, of course, KMOV.com. Talking with police today, they say after this past weekend, there was not one incident filed. Pretty peaceful here on historic Main Street. And, of course, that decision on whether or not to rezone, that final vote happens next Tuesday at City Council. Live in downtown St. Charles, David Emilati, News 4.